What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Brent Watches Babylon 5-4 the very first time. Today, I am watching the Season 5 episode, Wheel of Fire. This is like episode 18, 19. Like, we're getting down there, folks. We're really getting down there. My prediction for this episode, Sheridan now has to bring a broken alliance back together after everything that happened with Centauri Prime and Londo becoming Emperor and him pulling Centauri out of the alliance. What does that have to do with Wheel of Fire? I have no idea. I floated the idea that it was like a circus term, like a Wheel of Fire, and that Sheridan would have to do some sort of stunt that seems really, really dangerous, but it's going to try to get everybody back. Like, I have no idea, guys. I really have no idea where this episode's going. So you guys are going to join me as I discover what this episode is all about. Hey, listen, while you're here, please comment down below, but no spoilers. We're almost to the end. No spoilers. Let's get through it. While you're here, like this video, subscribe to the channel, share the video with all of your friends, and let's get going on Wheel of Fire.
Ambassador Jakar.
Ambassador Jakar.
Welcome back.
Oh, it's Lockley.
Lockley. Well, this is an honor.
Almost forgot about
Well,
her.
I thought after everything you went through on Centauri Prime, you might like to see a friendly face. I should mention that there are a few of your people waiting to see you in customs.
Just a few. Good. My presence on Centauri Prime during this little war has probably cooled their enthusiasm a bit. I was afraid for a while that this cult of personality was getting out of hand.
Jakar, I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
There's gonna be like 1,000 people there, right? They got statues and everything. Wow, this looks really familiar right now. Just saying.
The president, Mr. Garibaldi.
I don't think I've ever noticed ears on the side of his head. Like, I don't think I've ever noticed that until this moment right now.
Since the Centauri are the main competitors for trade and...
Mr. Garibaldi,
Yes, sir.
you're drunk.
There it is.
Mr. President,
Delenn, I need to see you out in the hall for a moment. The rest of you are dismissed. We will reconvene later. Michael, stay.
It's about time. It's about time that this happened. That's all I have to say. It's about time. Let's go. Yep. You about to get it, big boy. I don't know that this is what's going on here, but here's what I know. My wife has this very weird calming effect on me. Like, when I get riled up, she's the one, and she's really the only one who can look at me and be like, calm down, it's okay. She helps put it in perspective and allows me to approach something without so much edge on it. I don't know if this is what Sheridan is doing with Delenn before he goes in and has this conversation with Garibaldi. But if he is, it's really smart. And it looks like that's kind of what she's saying. I don't know. Just saying, it's what it kind of looks like. By the way, I think that is the mark of a good partnership. You work together like that. You know, I'm not going to speak for my wife to let you... So we have a reciprocal relationship. Let's put it that way.
You've been under a great deal of pressure lately. I tried to tell myself that it was just the strain of the last year or so. I didn't know for sure until today.
Look, John, you got every reason to be angry with me.
I'm not angry with you. Not now. I was. But Delenn has a way of looking at things that...
Yup.
No, I'm not angry with you. I am very disappointed,
Absolutely.
Michael.
I'd rather have you yelling at me or angry, anything but disappointed. I know I failed.
I'm disappointed because I didn't pick up on this earlier.
So I'm not fired?
I didn't say that.
Right.
I can't let this go unanswered.
Yeah, he has a weird... Sheridan has a fine line to walk here between being a friend, being a mentor, being all that sort of stuff, caring for the person of Garibaldi, but also doing his job and caring for the Alliance and what's going on. And he can't let Garibaldi stay in that position. You know, it strikes me as I'm making my note here. I wonder if there's anything similar to this between the Michael O'Hare and JMS situation when Michael was going through all of his mental health issues and coming to JMS and saying, look, stuff's happening, stuff's going on. You know, JMS couldn't let him stay with where he was. I think, wasn't he gonna like shut down production or something and let him get straight? And then, you know, Michael was like, no, you can't do that. And they came to an agreement. Like, JMS handled it well. I expect he's gonna write this very well.
You're not fired, but I am placing you on suspension.
Yeah, that's right.
How long?
Until you work this out.
That could take a very long time.
It'll take what it takes.
Good
We've had our
job,
problems,
Sheridan.
Michael. I am still your friend. You have to understand that your problem is not between you and me, you and your job, or any of that. Your problem is between you
And you.
and you.
Yep. Yep.
And when you've worked this out, we'll be here.
Now, what are you gonna do for us? Is there a recovery system you can help him out with? Are you just gonna release him to go do his own thing?
Appreciate it, but no. Alrighty. Thank you.
$25.
Go away!
Why does he get to just go
Jakar,
straight
it's
in?
Dr. Franklin. I need to speak with you for a moment, please.
Enter.
I got a call from your government. They've been trying to get a hold of you ever since you got back, but you're not taking any calls.
It seemed a simpler way of achieving a little peace than hanging myself. But why did the Kari call you?
They want me to tell you that your homeworld is up in arms, Jakar. Half of them want you to come home, take charge of the whole place.
I told them no before. My decision stands. If I stay here, we'll be flooded with my people. If I go home, they'll make me into this.
Well, that doesn't leave
I ain't
a
gonna
lot
lie.
of options now, does it?
That statue looks
None
like
at
Quark.
all.
I ain't
I've
gonna
never
lie.
understood that. Why does the universe give us puzzles with no answers?
During the last month, there have been a dozen more attacks on Psychor property. Bombings, sabotage, you name it.
Well, ma'am, you have my sympathy, but I really don't see what you expect us to do about it. This is an internal matter
That runs right through your office, Captain. Point 1. At the site of every bombing, we found the words, "Remember Byron," painted on the walls.
Lyta.
Now, you are under orders to detain Lyta Alexander for questioning, arrest her if necessary, and return her to Earth for a full inquiry into her involvement in these terrorist attacks.
Does Lyta know that's what's going on? She probably
Yeah,
does.
but-
I would not be shocked at all.
Am I under arrest, Zach?
We just need you to answer some questions. Now, we can do this any way you like, but if we have to arrest you, that's what we'll do.
What's the charge?
Aiding and abetting terrorist activities back home.
What if I don't want to go?
I don't think you have a lot of choice.
Are you sure about that, Captain?
Dang. Dang.
Lyta.
I'm tired of being pushed around, Captain. I've done a lot for this place. And just once I think a little gratitude would be in order, don't you? You cannot harm me. You cannot stop someone who's been touched by Vorlons.
You're not
There it
the only one
is.
that's been touched by the Vorlons.
Oh, dang.
Let them go. Let them go or I'll blow the back of your skull off.
Okay, time out. Look, guys, I said this back in season 2, and I'm going to say it again. Evil Talia was the best Talia we ever got. And it's a shame we only had it for 2.5 minutes. Evil Lyta is the best evil we've ever had. She tops Bester 1,000-fold with what she's doing here. When Sheridan puts that PPG to her, she just sort of rolls her eyes and yeah, she's gonna give in. But that, I mean, this is the best lead. It's a shame we're getting it now in episode, what is this, 19 of the final season, because holy cow. Look, take all that Byron stuff, shorten it to a 2 or 3 episode arc, and then focus on this. That's what could have happened, and really give us this Lyta leading the charge. This is fantastic. She's laughing at him because that's not going to make a difference whatsoever.
You can't be everywhere, Mr. President.
Good point.
Oh, shit.
Get her out of here and put her in level 1 lockup.
Okay, I'll bite. What am I looking for?
Michael!
Please.
I came as soon as I got your message.
My...
There's nothing like the love of a good woman to keep your spirits up, is there, Mr. Garibaldi?
Oh, Lockley.
What, part of my message did you get? We've been having trouble with the comm system, see, and...
The most important part. The part that said, I need you.
And you came here just on that.
What more is there?
Bastards!
Did she just?
She did.
I'll get the gun.
Delenn, are you...
Bastards!
Yeah, we got that part.
The non-government says they're going to boycott all our ships until Jakar comes home.
Well, that's not our choice. He doesn't want to go home.
They say he's staying here out of a sense of obligation, and that if we tell him to go home, he will.
They're insane.
I know, and I don't think I can.
Delenn?
Franklin to MedLab 1. We
I
need
know.
Trauma Team Sheridan's office staff.
I know. She's pregnant.
The bottom line is I'm suspended.
David's on the way, right? That's
it worked
pregnant is what that is.
Michael, I lost you twice, Michael. I have no intention of losing you again. I'm offering you love and passion.
And a crap ton of money.
Of one of the biggest corporations on Mars. What do you say?
I'd say that the president just got outbid. Yeah.
It actually, I think it would be very good for Garibaldi
Corporations on Mars.
to leave Babylon 5 and the Interstellar Alliance.
Michael, where are you going?
To kill 2 teeps with 1 stone.
What is wrong with her?
She's pregnant.
Ha! Yeah! Ha! I knew it. I knew it because that's how this works.
Pregnant? I didn't even know if she could.
Yes, you did.
I thought you said that the blood tests were inconclusive.
No, I said that I didn't know if the two of you could ever have children.
But you did, because
We're in
you went to the
uncharted terrain,
future.
John. No, I figured the odds were 100 to 1 against. Do you want the child?
Will she be okay? Will she be able to carry it full term and survive?
If you're asking for a yes or no answer, I can't give you one.
I realized it's simpler to make a statue to someone who you believe embodies all your better qualities than it is to actually improve yourself.
And this saves you from having to think.
Exactly. If I return, they will try to make me into this, and I cannot allow that. If I stay here, my followers will continue to disrupt Babylon 5. Is that not true, Captain?
I hate to say it, but yes, that's correct.
So you see, Lyta and I are in the same position. Neither of us can go home, and neither of us can stay here any longer.
Then where do you go?
Out there. Visiting Centauri Prime helped me understand the Centauri, and out of that came a new peace between our people. I also realized that there is so much I have never seen. How much more could I understand?
Literally the mission of Babylon 5,
How
wasn't
could I
it?
help my people if I saw even more of the universe around us? So I have decided to go away. I will return when I've found a way to destroy this while keeping the message intact. Either way, as soon as I put my affairs in order, I am leaving Babylon 5.
Scar's a good dude.
Something's happened to your abilities. You're not a P5 anymore. Hell, you're not even a P12. You're the strongest telepath that I've ever seen. What did the Vorlons do to you, Lyta? Who? What are you?
I've only recently begun to understand it myself.
No, answer this question.
You know, the Vorlons used telepaths as weapons during the Shadow War, but what no one stopped to consider was that in a war, you have a certain number of small weapons, a certain number of medium-sized weapons, and 1 or 2 big ones. The kind of weapons you drop when you're out of small weapons and the medium weapons, and you've got nothing left to use.
Someone like that, with the telepathic equivalent of a thermonuclear device, a doomsday weapon.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Garibaldi.
She is dangerous. I mean, this is why the Psi Corps was instituted in the first place, right?
We haven't heard a word from Londo since we came back. I find I miss him.
He's probably just busy. He's got a lot of responsibilities now. He'll have to adjust to being emperor like I had to adjust to my new job. I'm sure that's all. Hell, he's probably still celebrating his coronation, partying all night.
I hope he's all right, John.
Yeah, no, he's doing literally the exact opposite. Miserable. Worried about his people. Lyta is a doomsday device that actually feels very threatening, very powerful, and can do whatever the Sam hell she wants. I have not felt this kind of a threat on Babylon 5 since the Shadows, when the Shadows were still scary. I don't know what the next episode is titled is going to be, but so we have 3 episodes left. I know the last episode is some sort of a conclusion, so we have 2 episodes left. This guy, I hope this winds up with something Garibaldi doing what he said he's going to do, where he's trying to hurt the Psi Corps. He's back on Mars next week and trying to hurt the Psi Corps. Lyta gets involved, and it's Bester and Lyta going at it in a final battle, which from a story standpoint, I think is poetry in motion, because Lyta was supposed to be the telepath through the show. She was in the beginning, and then scheduling conflicts, she couldn't do it, so they introduced Talia, and then it was going to be Talia, but then Talia left the show, and then they brought back Lyta, so now she actually gets to fulfill her own destiny in the show, which is kind of cool. Big showdown between her and Bester at the end. That'd be cool, man. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be super dope. Cool. I think that might be where we're going. Steven's leaving the station. Garibaldi's leaving the station. Jakar's leaving the station. Londo's already gone. Lyta's leaving the station. Sheridan's leaving the station. Delenn's leaving the station. We're wrapping up. We're heading towards the end. Feel it. Again, Byron should have been a 2 or 3 episode arc, no more, and then they should have focused on this. It's really where they should have been. Anyway, I'm going to have to repeat all that when I get together with Jeff later on this week, and we discuss this episode, Wheel of Fire. I still don't know really what the title of that has anything to do with anything. Anyway, yeah, you guys make sure you do that. We'll do that on Monday, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it when that drops. 3 episodes left, guys. That's all we got. 3 episodes left. Like this video, share it. No spoilers in the comments down below. And until next time, guys, take care.